Hey, mate.
New Zealand is slowly returning to normal as coronavirus restrictions are eased. And for many in this country, normal includes rugby. More than 2 months after Super Rugby was called off, New Zealand sides have returned to training for a revamped 5-team domestic competition.
I certainly know from my personal point of view and from the players, we're just really excited to be back together, and we will do anything we can to make sure that everybody stays safe first and foremost, and that hopefully we can get a really quality product out on the paddock.
Training sessions are being held under strict health guidelines, while the games, which start on June the 13th, will be played in empty stadiums. The return of some form of sport, particularly their beloved rugby, will be welcomed by New Zealanders. But it doesn't mean that all is well. In fact, financially, the business of rugby is in trouble. The announcement about the resumption in professional games was tinged with some grim news from the sport's governing body here, New Zealand Rugby, which announced a $4.4 million loss for last year, forecast a drop in revenue for this year by up to 70%, and announced it's cutting half of its staff. World Rugby has postponed all international games scheduled for July, and because of travel restrictions, there's a chance New Zealand's All Blacks may not play at all this year. There's also uncertainty about the domestic and international women's schedules, as New Zealand prepares to host the World Cup next year. But it may be here, at the amateur grassroots level, where the most pain is being felt. Club grounds around the country, where the sport's foundations are laid, have seen no action this year, and therefore no income.
We rely on our loyal supporters, loyal sponsors, which we do have, but also we rely a lot on gaming trust money and community trust. So they're not going to have the money, so therefore we're not going to get the money, and that will be an issue going forward.
The return to training for the professional men's players may provide some clarity about the short-term future of the game, but in the long term, things are a lot murkier. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Hamilton, New Zealand.